Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we getting on? So, just a couple of little updates on what's going on in and around Fallout 76 at the moment. So, this will be relatively short and sweet. So, let's jump into it, shall we? Okay then, so not a huge amount of news going on this week in Fallout, as unsurprisingly there's some other stuff going on that is, as you can imagine, holding things off a little bit. So the big thing is that this weekend there was a Double S.C.O.R.E event which is occurring. That's actually been pushed back by a day, so that started today at midday Eastern Time, that's 5 PM over here in the UK, so that is running now. It was originally slated on the community calendar to run for a week, but it's actually a little bit shorter than that this time around, so it's, as I say, starting today and running through till Tuesday at midday Eastern Time again. That will be ending at 5 PM, as I say, in the UK. So, the other big event that's occurring is the PTS launch for the new patch, which is due out at the end of the month. So, PTS was originally slated to open today to test the new features, which we looked at in the video the other day, which I'll link up in the corner if you want to check that out. But that includes things like the special loadout system, which I'm very, very excited for. I know a lot of us have been waiting for that for a goodly long while, so definitely looking forward to that. And the rather surprise feature, which is very cool, of multiple camp slots, which are also due to be tested on the PTS. Obviously, with everything going on at Bethesda at the moment, that's been delayed a little bit. It allows them to get a bit more time to get some of the extra features that are tied into that into the PTS, so they can test it all at once. And for those who haven't heard, obviously, ZeniMax lost their CEO a couple of days ago. Robert Altman passed away. And has obviously hit the company quite hard, particularly in a company like Bethesda, where they've got a lot of staff who've been there for a very, very long time. That will be increasing that impact even further. And by all accounts, certainly looking at the posts that are coming out on the social media and the like at the moment, he's somebody who had a lot of fondness and a lot of respect amongst the staff. So obviously they're going to need a little recovery time. So fingers crossed this delay will actually be good for them in that regard. It will give them a bit of time to steady themselves after what is obviously going to be a very big impact. So thoughts with them, of course. But they've shared on the PTS front that we wanted to share the update with you on the timing of the start of our next PTS. As was mentioned on the stream yesterday, we are no longer going to open it up on Friday the 5th. There's certain aspects of the new features that we want to ensure are available to you, on the same day the PTS begins, like the vending machine and display functionality for camp slots that we mentioned in last week's announcement. While PTS offers the ability to try out game content that's actively being developed, we also want to make sure you're able to get a well-rounded experience with the new feature before you spend time playtesting it and writing up your feedback. Basically, they want us to be able to actually test the darn thing, which makes a great deal of sense. So basically, the feature that they're delaying it for is that once we have multiple camp slots available, you'll be able to have one camp active at a time, but you'll be able to basically switch one off and turn another camp on in a different part of the map, if you like. They'll have independent display cases, but linked and shared vending machines. So you can basically put whatever you want on sale. It doesn't matter which camp you're using. The same stuff's on sale everywhere. But you can decorate them individually if you want to. But obviously this particular feature is a little more involved and taking a little longer to put together. Possibly also something they thought of later on and added in. So, later start equals later finish. So obviously, delay on that. They basically said that they will let us know next week as to exactly when they're going to open up the PTS. We'll keep our eyes open. I'll let you know when I know and what dates they actually give us and times. But hopefully that gives us a good bit of testing with a couple of features that are eagerly anticipated, and I, for one, am very, very excited to get my hands on. As I said last week, I will jump on when I get the opportunity, try it out, and see if there's any details there that we can pull out of the PTS and I could share with you guys. So do keep an eye out for any videos on that. But as I was saying, as a result, we're going to spend a little more time completing and internally testing work before we reopen the PTS, rather than add it in later on. We're just as excited as many of you are to kick off the PTS playtesting. We appreciate your understanding. Keep an eye on Fallout.com and the Bethesda Net forums, and we'll post a new start date next week. Yeah, there we go. So, in short, a lot going on at Bethesda, a lot of things being rocked and shaken, obviously, by the CEO's passing, and obviously, they're busy anyway with all the stuff they're working on with the new patch. The last one was particularly good. There's some really, really cool features in that, and this next one looks to be shaping up to be similarly awesome. So if they need a little time to work on it, I'm personally quite fine with that. Definitely a good thing. More testing is generally a good thing. So we want to get on the PTS as soon as possible, but they want to test out all the features, make sure they're all working together, and test them all at once, and see how things are intended to work together, which gives you a better picture of the whole thing, really. So that kind of makes sense, but hopefully all settles down and everybody over there is okay and everything works out all right, and we'll look forward to jumping into the PTS next week. But that is basically everything for the Fallout front at the moment, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this useful and informative. If you did, please do drop likes and subs for me, it's always very much appreciated. Social media links, merch style, channel memberships, all that good stuff down below the video as well. If you're interested in supporting the channel that way, it's humongously appreciated. And yes, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.